You wanna look good all day. You wanna feel good all day. You wanna smell good all day. Permafrost, permafrost, permafrost beers. Nothing but the best ingredients. Made in Fairbanks, Alaska. Veteran owned and operated. Permafrost beers.
All right, guys, welcome to another Permafrost Beards Maybe Monday. Or I'm really excited about this one today, not because of the guest at all, because I regretted this almost immediately. What are you doing? Do you plan on being part of the show, or just admiring how goofy you look on the screen?
You mean being weird?
And being weird.
You
All right, guys.
Bigger.
So yeah, immediately after saying, hey, let's have this guy on the show, he immediately put glitter into the comments with the gif of the guy throwing glitter. What would you call that? Extra sparkly. I don't know. I don't even know the term for
Glitter!
it. So I immediately regretted saying, yeah, let's have him on here. But it's going to be worth it because the cause that he is passionate about is 22 until none. So we can all get behind that. And I will put up with the glitter talk for the entire show if I need to. I got to get to the comments and see what's going on. Hey, Grandpa made it. You gonna say hi?
Oh, hi, Grandpa.
Okay, so please stop. All right, so for everybody that's on here, whatever platform you're on, whether that's Twitter, YouTube, or Facebook, or TikTok up there, do us a favor and click that like, subscribe, follow, whatever platform you are on, because we'd love to have you on here. And then if you are listening on the podcast, you should know she's completely annoying me with her unicorn headband thing.
I have a unicorn horn on, and I'm poking him with the horn.
And that's fun. All right, guys. Well, I'm Nick.
I am Bean.
And so we're the goofballs that are doing this show because we actually have fun doing it because we get to spend time together. And about 30 minutes is all I can take of the fun of her poking me with that stupid thing or talking about glitter. So that's why the show only lasts 30 minutes roughly. So hey, look at that name on YouTube.
Putty nose.
Is that putty or putty nose butter?
Putty nose butter.
I kind of want you to spell that first part out phonetically so we can see how you actually expect that to be said. But thank you for hopping on here. We love seeing folks from. Please stop. I've asked multiple times. I'm done. All right. So tonight we're going to change up just slightly. And the only thing, we're going to change up slightly because I'm pretty excited about something. I'm going to give you a couple updates, and we're going to bring our guest on. Hey, Grandma. There's Grandma.
Oh, hi, Grandma.
We're going to bring our guest on. Hey, thank you for the fire. That was really cool up there on TikTok.
Huh?
We're gonna bring our guest on a little bit earlier than we normally do because I want to make sure he has plenty of time to talk about 22 until none. That's what I'm really excited about. The dude is it's Brad. How you doing? The dude is he's crazy is what he is, and I think it's gonna shine through.
Do you know the
how crazy he is?
definition of crazy?
Yeah, you're off screen again. If you put your leg down, it makes it easier for you to stay on there. All right. Hope you all are having a great start to the week. We are. Thank you. We're having an awesome week. We're very happy. I even was caught up on work for the most part today. But what we're going to change today is I wanted to make sure folks understand how we are going to change giveaways. So please stay tuned to the end so we can talk to you about that. I think you're going to want to find out.
I didn't know we were doing that.
You don't need to know. Mommy and I talked about it and how we're going to do it. And we have ideas. And you can help us update it if we need to tweak it. So it is because you know how much we plan things around here. So
0.
Yeah, the planning is still happening. But I'm going to tell you the whole thing. I'm going to lay out the whole deal and let you know. And by the way, 1350 is the company that makes our shirts. If you're not following them, please follow them. Their links are in there too. Wonderful veteran-owned company, 13 stripes and the 50 stars. That's what their company stands for. Another combat veteran. Great dude. So please go follow them and say hi. Tell them we sent you. So would you like to introduce can we call him the oldest glitter pal? No, he's not the original. We're just talking oldest.
Is he?
If you have an older glitter pal than that, I don't know who they are.
How old is he?
Oh, yeah, well, maybe we'll let him tell. Were you going to introduce him, or are you just going to?
Leaving.
He's leaving. Are you going to introduce him?
It's Chris.
You're just going to say it's Chris.
Pal.
Well, hey there, Chris. How you doing?
Hi.
What's up, y'all? Happy Monday. It is
Yeah,
a
happy Monday.
fun day Monday for sure.
Glitter.
Yeah, she's commenting on. So she's making sure the folks that are on a podcast know what's going on. Chris looks like he has a filter on right now that has just made his beard
Explode with glitter.
Yeah, so he has glitter actually in it, but then he has the added effect of the
Flashlight on his phone.
Yeah, the phone or the lighting in the office that he's in has this starlight twinkle to the beard.
It basically looks like every speck of glitter in his beard is exploding one by one.
That is very true.
Well, thanks for stopping by, Redneck Viking. We really appreciate that.
Well, there you go.
And there's Joel. Awesome, he's in here.
Hi.
So,
Is Kennedy watching?
for those who don't know, I'm going to try and do a better intro for you, Chris. Chris is the Kilted OG. That's what he goes by normally.
Right.
And Kilted OG and friends. We got to get everybody in there, right?
Yeah, Kilted OG and friend.
So, and you were token civilian friend because you wanted to make sure you tried to close the gap between civilians and veterans. Is
Yep.
one of the things you told me before.
Yep.
So, and anything I get wrong, you can just blatantly yell at me and tell me that's wrong.
You're good. So far, you're good.
All right. So that's some of the things you've done. And then
Actually, yell glitter.
yo, glitter to fix it.
Yeah.
I bet
I
she's all
will.
on board for that. I bet you. And then you have become a on and off again glitter pal. Is that a good description?
Pretty much.
Because it really depends on the day and his behavior whether or not he gets to remain one of Bean's glitter pals.
Right. I mean, this should solidify me at least until the end of the year.
I'm thinking showing up like that has probably got. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but you should be able to keep your glitter status.
Glitter palness.
For you on TikTok, he is just covered. He's got a mohawk with glitter, and well, you got what, gold and silver, right?
Gold and silver for the new year.
So he's got gold and silver in his beard and on his mohawk, and the thing that
And once more, every speck of glitter looks like it's exploding.
it does. It has like a huge sparkle effect. And the thing that I think is probably most annoying is I feel bad for the hoodie he's wearing. He has one of our permafrost beard hoodies, and it's just covered in this disgusting substance.
Wore glitter in my hair.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Jason. I really appreciate that comment, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. The product keeps the glitter in the beard and the mohawk.
Oh, and up on TikTok, we also have the Tree of Hope Creations. Those are wonderful folks. Please go follow them. Okay, so
You really did just dump in that glitter, didn't you?
that's a lot of glitter.
Yeah.
Super impressive. Okay, so
It's awesome, is what you mean.
Chris, the other thing, and the reason, seriously, the main reason that I have you on here today is you are passionate about 22 until none. Yeah, and it shows in every single thing you do, whether it's with something with Disgruntled Vets, Token Civilian Friends, Kilted OG, or the actual 22 until none. Anything that's going on, that is very apparent. That's what you're passionate about. So I would love to hear more about, what can we do? How do we help folks? How are you helping folks, and how can we help you help folks?
Yeah, I mean, that's my biggest passion. And really it started probably about 4 years ago. And this sounds really funny when I say it out loud, when we took in a stray vet. So there was a veteran we knew who was kind of moving around, had just come off a 20-year enlistment. So he had just come out of the military, 20 years, was kind of struggling on what to do with his life, because that's a long time. And then kind of just to figure out. So there were a couple nights when I kind of watched his actions and looked inside of his eyes and realized he was really struggling, and he would never say, hey, I'm thinking about doing this or doing that. But, we had some pretty in-depth conversations about how he went down those roads. And then I kept thinking back, well, as a civilian, a lot of civilians don't know about the 22 or the 23, if you add in the active duty. So that was my passion, is to get my civilian friends, which is the majority of my friends, to understand that this is happening on a daily basis, not a weekly or a monthly. But when you have a group like veterans, who is they keep saying it's between 1% and 2% of the U.S. population, losing 22 to 40 veterans a day. That's an issue. Yeah, and it's an issue, and the way I look at it, and the way I've looked at it really a lot recently, is that, you know, veterans fought for my freedoms to be this crazy act kilted dude. And seriously, they fought for my freedoms to do this. And it's time that civilians start fighting for our veterans, especially after, and I'm old. I like to use the word seasoned, but I was born right at the end of the Vietnam era. So this will be my 50th birthday coming up in March. So to hear how veterans were really treated when they came home from that war, and then how they've been not so well treated coming home in wars and skirmishes after that from certain people, that really kind of aggravates me a lot. So,
Yeah.
you know, being of my generation, I tell folks, if you ever see a Vietnam vet and you see him in a hat or you see him in whatever, welcome him home, because he or she may have never actually heard that, you know, and that's something that just kind of helps them realize that we do care as civilians, because I think that's one of the issues. And that's really why I started Token Civilian Friends, was to bridge that gap, because there's things that civilians don't get about military personnel, a lot of things. And there's some things that, I mean, I kind of hate to say this, that military personnel forget about being a civilian.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of bridging that gap of how do we work together, you know, because there's some animosity out there between veterans, military personnel, and civilians, which when you look at our current state of the world, it's understandable why it's there.
Yeah. Well, then I don't know. For me, transitioning out of the military, it was first of all, nobody shows up on time to anything outside the military.
Right.
So I had to get used to some little things that were they were just very strange to me, because we come out of a world of this is your defined lane, this is where you work, and everybody out here seems like they're their own little special flower that has to be treated differently, and it's not normal for us to go into that environment. So we're very blunt, we're very direct for the most part, and it's not, we're not mad at you when we're that way. It's right. That's the way we speak, that's the way we act, and it doesn't seem like, and this doesn't go to all fields, by the way, because cops and military get along very well. First responders in general and military get along very well. Nurses, because there's one on here that reminded me, there's certain jobs, I don't know if they just have this military mindset across the board, the way they get trained, but there's a common thing there. Now, what you're talking about is somebody who has no military experience, but maybe they've done some other type of service, and they're just, because we'll almost say civilian like it's a bad term, and it's not. And I think one of the things I had to realize, I tried to get out and become a civilian again. Yeah. And you can't.
Yeah, no. And that's like me saying at my age, hey, I want to go join and be in a boot camp right now. That would probably kill me.
Okay, I'm going to answer a quick question here, because it comes up so often. I know you've seen it before. You know what, Chris? I'm wondering, I'm going to see what you think of answering this question. Let's see how you do it. See if you can answer for us.
Do you have a beard growth problem?
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to tell, because now that I've started using it on a regular basis, I feel the beard getting stronger, but I don't know if that's an actual growth part of it with the ingredients, or if it's just my beard just won't stop growing.
So the basics of that answer is nothing will put hair follicles on your face. So I want people to know that, because I feel in this beard industry, I'm not going to mention, there's one company in particular I'm not going to mention. I think they absolutely just play on people's insecurities, and they try to push something that just isn't real. There are products out there such as Rogaine that could actually help, but there's a lot of side effects. So I'm by no means recommending it. So check into it. But none of these will actually add hair follicles to your face. You can take things like biotin that are good for overall hair growth that will help some, but again, not add hair follicles to your face. And then another thing that I think, another thing I think gentlemen need to realize is beards grow slow and very, very uneven. So you'll have sections that grow really long, and you'll have sections that don't grow hardly at all. And that other piece might be growing just so much slower. And if you don't do regular trims, it's not going to help out. So we don't do that.
And it's going to look like you're a madman.
Yeah, we don't tell people that our products make you grow a beard. It will keep your beard healthier, and it's part of a good diet and everything else. So it can help, But no, we're not going to claim growth. So, and I have a YouTube that you can look at later if you'd like. So I'm going to see what Mike has going on here. Just an FYI, Veterans Admin has really started stepping up as far as suicide prevention. We're asking every veteran every time about that. That is awesome to hear. So Mike works in the VA, for those you don't know. We call him the calendar lackey sometimes. He's been on the show before. He's also AK Dad stuff on YouTube. So go ahead and see some of those folks.
Oh, so he's the one who has people watching him mow the lawn?
Yes, that's the one that has people watching him mow the lawn on YouTube, and he's doing well.
Why?
He's doing well. I don't understand it. We've been over this, and I love Mike. Truly love him. Awesome dude. I don't get it. But go check out his YouTube channel if you're into tractors. And it is a little more than just mowing the lawn. It's a little more. But that's really good to hear, Mike, because he works there.
Yeah. I mean, that's something that, and you hear in the news, last year, even before COVID started, you heard a lot of, and these were extreme cases where veterans would end their own lives in either a VA location or the parking lot, and I think that may have helped bring the situation to light. But it's, and a lot of that has to do, a lot of my association with 22 Until None and with this whole kind of direction I'm going in has to do with Disgruntled. The Disgruntled Vets has done a lot for a lot of people. And they're an amazing group. I mean, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have found you because you were on their page that one day. I was like, oh, good. An American-made product that's done by a veteran. I was like, sure, I'll give it a try. Why not?
They're amazing. And Disgruntled Vets, one, they've helped us just being nice. Ryan is wonderful. Al, they're just great people. Love talking to them. And we've been able to give them a couple donations. I don't think we've done much for them. They've done plenty for us. They're wonderful folks. And then they really are doing a lot for just veterans in general because they have so many different pages to help. It's really impressive what they've done. It really is. Yeah.
They have, they're starting to break out into local chapters, which I think is really cool. I'm trying to get a couple of veterans to start a chapter here in Washington. It's a little tougher than I thought, but maybe it's just the area that we're in. Because they have.
Are you in Seattle? I'm trying to remember.
No, we're on the eastern side of the state. So we're on the Yakima Valley. So we're in the better side of the state, essentially. We're the side of the state that gets people drunk because we have all the wineries and we have everything out here. We're the second largest exporter of hops, and now we're the second largest exporter of wine grapes. So that's what we do on our side of the state.
So Mark, your problem is that it grows uneven. Patience.
Yes.
Patience, and then regular trims, but not too much. So there's a balance between you need to trim at a reasonable rate to have a thicker beard that is, and depending on who the person is, right? Some people can just grow a beard next day. Other people, it takes a little bit of time and a little bit of work, and then you let it catch up to the slower growing stuff by doing the trims. But you can't you can't trim to a good beard at the same time. So you can't get too many trims. And when you go, you want to let your beard grow to a point where you kind of feel what the shape is going to end up looking like because everybody's beard is different. So I hope that helps.
Your beard's still too short.
I cut like 1.5 inches off.
You did. I was like, holy macaroni, man.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I'm like, because it's not getting caught in my seatbelt anymore. So
yeah, I have that problem all the time.
Yeah, every time I trim my beard, she gets mad.
I can see why. I mean,
giving out.
Yeah. It should still be like down to here.
Yeah,
down
she wants it down
here.
Yeah, she wants it really long.
Yeah.
Hey, Steven.
What's up, Steven? Yeah, so that's why and it's funny because Ryan, when I started doing my 22 push-ups a day, Ryan was like, "Why are you doing those? I mean, it's kind of pointless." And that statement kind of took me aback a minute because I was like, "What do you mean it's pointless?" And he said, if there's no real action or sentiment behind it, you're just wasting your time. So that's when I really started to push on doing daily buddy checks, or as you guys do, the battle checks.
Yeah.
When you reach out to people on a daily basis, especially now, the last 9 months, I'm kind of scared to see the numbers once they start to roll out for the suicide rates in 2020. Because there's been so much isolation and so much negativity and depression, and people are losing their connections, whether they're veterans or civilians.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You're losing connections.
Mind
I
right
mean,
now. Just
yeah,
kind of shut down.
yeah, and I mean that's and then there's inconsistencies around the country of where you can meet, where you can't meet, and being here in Washington, we're pretty much nothing is open except for takeout. There's no meeting places open. If there are, it's like a limit of 5 people, and that's it really didn't do much.
So we got like one more minute. What do you want to make sure people know, and what is the best way you think they can help?
A lot of it is just to be aware, do the buddy checks, reach out to people, even if you don't think that it's important. That 30 seconds of you reaching out by phone, by text, by whatever, can literally save a life. And I know this is going to be weird for me to say, but it saved my life 25 years ago when somebody reached out. I was at a really low point, and somebody called me out of the blue, and that literally saved my life. So it's that 30 seconds because you never know. And then 22untilnone.org is still selling their challenge coins. They have 2 of them at this point, and I can't get the other one. They're going towards good cause, and they're really nice coins, by the way.
So the link is in the description to 22 Until None, so they can get direct to that. And on Facebook, you can actually click and donate if you'd like to. But
Yep.
I think something that you really hit on, because you do the push-ups too.
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking the push-ups. I want you to know that, Chris. That's getting attention. But I want people to truly understand how much that phone call means, how much that text means, that Facebook Messenger to that old buddy. Whatever the case may be, just send that note every once in a while. And here's the other side of it. If you know you need help or you're on the edge, call.
Yeah. And if you don't want to call, a lot of these groups have text, WGY6. They're kind of the background to Disgruntled Vets, but WGY6, they're the ones who kind of come in as the emergency group and will literally stay on a chat, stay on a call 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 hours to ensure that person will live to see another day. And that's something. It's 30 seconds out of your day to just say, hey, buddy, how's your life going?
Yep.
Do
that. Try and do that. And then Chris, Cody Stevens, him and his wife, they do Tree of Hope Creations. You'll have to check them out. She's big on TikTok. She makes these amazing. The 2 of them make these amazing wood pieces that they use breast milk, and they make these keepsakes for the families. They're beautiful. They're amazing. They want to know how they can help with 22 Until None. He's a former crayon eater.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to make sure you guys get in contact. I have Cody on Messenger. I'll make sure that I make sure you guys talk because you need to make that connection. And I really appreciate you being on there and then doing your best to keep such a very serious topic at least light, because you showed up with that's an epic glitter beard. I'm going to admit that.
Also, why are you obsessed with kilts?
Why are you obsessed?
Yeah, I will actually answer. It's going to take me just about 2 seconds to answer it. 5 years ago, I saw a kilt picture. I was like, I want to wear that. The picture I saw, the kilt was backwards, which was funny in its own. But then I wore a kilt for the first time, and I was like, this is really awesome. And then 5 years ago, yesterday, I stopped wearing pants altogether.
Wow. Well, good for you. You got to have goals, right?
Yeah. So when we come to Alaska, it's going to be cold for a minute, but then I'll get used to it.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah.
Well, hey, thank you very much, and we will talk to you later, man.
All right, have fun.
Bye.
Okay, guys, we wanted to take this last 10 minutes or so. Bean barely knows what's going on.
I have no clue what's.
Cody thinks kilts are awesome. Hopefully, Chris is going to stay in the background here so he gets to hear some of it. TikTok. Yes, you can order our products online. It's at permafrostbeards.com. And then check on our homeless veterans in the motels right now. You know what? That's a very good point, because they will go there. They'll get some money and they'll hang out. Another thing I would love for veterans that are watching them, I don't know if they could be homeless and watching, it is possible. There are a lot of programs for veterans. There really are. So please go to that nearest vet center and go reach out and get some help. If you need to contact me, I will do my best to find the right person to talk to. And heck, it might be Chris even. But you can reach out to me or Chris, right? Chris, nod. Yep. You can reach out to Chris directly too if you need to through Kilted OG, and we will make sure you get the right help you need if anyone needs to. And oh, that's awesome. You're stationed in Fairbanks. I need to find out when. Okay, so let's start with the light stuff. The Citabria build is going well. The project is underway. We did have to put the aircraft back outside, so we're waiting to get back in the hangar so that we can put the ailerons on. But we're probably, please stop. We're probably a couple of days away with some good work on it, and we will have that thing flying for a test flight. I think we're going to have it in January. When do you guys think it'll happen? Let us know in the comments when you think the Citabria will fly.
Why do I have a feeling at least one person will answer never?
There, Mike Wilshire on AK Dad Stuff YouTube. There's another person you can reach out to. Go direct. He actually works for the VA. He's a nurse. He's an awesome dude, and he can make sure you get to the right people. What did you see?
Chris says in 2 years the plane will work.
The plane will work. In 2 years, we got Jason Kilter. He says March. Oh, come on. 2 years and March. I'm thinking this month, man. Thank you very much, Chris. I really appreciate that. Okay, so that's the Citabria update. I did not get to use my JMK ride skates. I just haven't been able to. We've been busy.
Crazy roller
Yeah,
skate
my free skates. I need to
You
do
mean
that.
your crazy roller skate slash skateboard weirdness things?
Now, we didn't have a dad joke today. We're going to skip it?
Skip that joke.
Just skip it all together? No dad joke whatsoever?
Of course.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe, hey, if some dad jokes come in. And look, we got Alicia Carson.
No.
Thank you. Alicia's in January. So we got January 23rd. We got Fly in January from YouTube. Too damn cold to fly, according to Jason. No, it's good. It'll fly. It'll run better that way. All right, so here's what I've been waiting to tell you. I'm actually excited about this. This is like a weight off of my chest. And here's my reasoning. I don't like giveaways. I don't like them. And I know that does not go over well on social media. I got it. Like, I get it. I don't care for them.
If we don't like them, then why do we do them?
See, and that's the thing. So you guys know that we do. Why do we do this show?
Because it's fun to talk with people and be crazy.
We have fun doing it. And I'm going to tell you why I don't like giveaways. So don't get mad. Don't leave yet. Here's my reasoning. They're a pain in the butt to put up with. And we do them because I almost feel like obligated to do them because we hit a certain follower mark on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever the case may be. I feel like you have to give a giveaway. What we are going to do, and this is Courtney's idea that we're adjusting with right now.
Oh, wait, that one.
What? I'm buying those skates. Oh, dude, you need to. That'll be awesome.
He's going to outskate you somehow, maybe.
And yes, I did get a haircut. Dad, did you get a haircut? No, I got them all cut. All right, so
I don't get it, but it's a dad joke and it's horrible.
here's some more from him. Did you hear the rumor about the butter? Well, I'm not going to spread it. That's funny, Mike.
How is it funny?
Calm down. All right, so we don't have much time. I got to get back to the giveaway stuff because people are going to hate me. They'll be like, he doesn't like giveaways. All right, so I always felt obligated to do it. So I was doing something, not that I'm a grown man, so I did what I wanted to, right? But I didn't really care for it. So what we're going to do, here's what we're going to do. We're going to give gifts. We're going to give gifts to people. We're not going to track followers anymore because how much do we love all of our followers. I want you to know that. So take this correctly too, hopefully. We just don't care how many we get.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we're doing this because we're having fun. I enjoy spending time with my daughter. That's why we do this. So since we're doing it that way, here's what I want to do. We're going to give gifts. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a tracker because we had to track those giveaways anyway, so it's not that hard. With that tracker, as soon as, and it's starting fresh this year, when things happen that we enjoy. So people will send us pictures of Spotted. Man, that is awesome. We love it. When we get those pictures from all over with our sticker or something, that's so cool. Mm-hmm. Somebody writes a review for any of our stuff, our podcasts, our products, or whatever the case may be. We're like, oh, awesome. Entry. That's an entry.
Can we try and throw in dog pictures?
Why would we throw in dog pictures?
Because I like dog pictures.
That doesn't even make sense. That's not, I mean, I like dog pictures, but you're ruining the idea.
I know. I just really like dog pictures.
So what we're going to do is things like that. And then the other thing, here's the reasoning behind it. I love giving stuff to you guys. sincerely, I love it when somebody is on our live and wins our product. So the way that I'm going to do that and make sure that our folks, the Permafrost Beards folks, our family of Permafrost Beards folks, ends up with those gifts is when there's a bunch of comments on our lives. I don't even know what the parameter is because I don't have one. We're going to put you in a giveaway tracker, and then throughout the year, that same tracker is going to run. And when you get a gift, we're going to pull you out. When you win, we're going to pull you out. And then that way, the chances kind of keep going. You have a chance to win. So do me a favor. Let me know what you think of that in the comments. Hopefully.
So basically, every week we're gonna pick a random person from the list.
Well, yeah, we're gonna do
two.
but the gifts are. Here's the other kicker. The gifts are not just gonna be from us. We're gonna go to companies that we like in Alaska and veteran, or just partners of Permafrost Beards, people that we've worked with before, or we like, or maybe 1350 shirts or something. And those are the gifts we're gonna give along with something from Permafrost Beards.
Nice.
So that's my plan. That's what, and it was Courtney's idea at first, and then we kept working it and trying to figure out some of it, and we're still figuring it out. Another thing that's going to happen oh, look, Chris put comment. See, now that's funny, Chris. That's funny. So I'm writing your name down, Chris. I think that's hilarious because I said if you do a comment or something, we don't know what the exact parameters is. He said that, and I think it's funny. So Chris, you just became the first one on that when I make it. And yeah, so that's how we're going to do it. And then the other piece, here's the other piece. We have some folks that are phenomenal customers / family. We really do think of all of our customers and followers as like a family. You guys are awesome. We really do love talking to you. So with that, when there's multiple orders, start talking about 10 or something like that. We haven't figured out the number. Remember, we suck at planning.
Is that really his profile picture?
I guess so. Yep. We're going to send extra gifts with that. It might be stickers. It might be, we have these sample soaps that we get. It'll be stuff like that. I think Chris has already received things like that. And then here's the other thing. We're not going to talk about it anymore. I will refer anybody who asks for giveaways to this video on YouTube or Facebook, wherever the case may be. And this is where you'll get the information. You can find out on the podcast, but that's it. We're not mentioning it. We will leave it up to you guys. If you think it's a good idea, you will tell other folks about it. If you don't want to, that's fine too. And I don't know, are we still gonna ask people to subscribe though? Because yeah, we'd love to have more followers, but
we don't care at all.
Yeah, we don't. Because
yeah,
as soon as this isn't fun, I'm letting you know, we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, just so you know. And it doesn't have to have that many people on.
One of us get boards, we're done.
Yeah, then it's pretty much over, isn't it? Wait, I'm the crazy uncle that only gets visited at Christmas.
And then the one right under it.
Oh, and by the way, glitter is freaking fantabulous. I'm surprised he didn't say that. And that's what I like about Chris. I knew that he is so passionate about 22 Until None. He put his glitter in his beard and he's like, I'm gonna make sure everybody knows about 22 Until None. You see what I did to him?
Proceeded to glitterize.
He glittered.
Everything.
He glittered, but that was not the subject for him. The subject was what he was passionate about. Hey, thank you. Okay, so I think that's the show. You have anything to update him on? Nothing?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Please let us know in the comments.
Bunnies!
And we're going to start that tracker this year. And that's what we're doing for the entire year of 2020-21
Glitter!
for giveaways.
Glitter!
You said glitter enough?
Glitter!
Okay, guys. Oh, and thank you for the gifts up there and the confetti and stuff up there. We're still learning what that is on TikTok. But how do we end these?
3, 2, unicorn! Keep your face jacket on!
Guys, thank you very much for showing up. And I'd love to hear more of what you think of it. But like I said, that's it. I'm not talking about it again. I won't post about it. I won't tell anyone. You guys will have to tell them if you want to. And they will just have to find out on their own. Keep your face jacket on. Thank you again.
Bye!